Please remain standing as we now honor America with the playing of the national anthem. The Star Spangled Banner will be performed this evening by our very own Thundering Herd Pep Band under the direction of the Professor, Dr. Paul Cook, and tonight his student associate, Augie Williams. Thank you.
It's a Saturday night here in Arizona as GCU men's volleyball gets set to take on the number 9 Stanford inside the Antelope Gymnasium. I am Diana Johnson alongside Marley Thompson, and Marley, the Lopes are having a successful season thus far, going 7-2 overall. They also recently played Benedictine University on Wednesday. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's right, Diana. It was a tough win against the NAIA champions from last year. Benedictine got off to a very strong start against the Lopes, taking a 6-4 lead. The Lopes, however, answered with a 6-1 run, returning back-to-back blocks. Eventually, the game was tied, but the Lopes led, and the Redhawks could not keep up with them. So it led to them winning the first set. And then we go to the second set, and they just trail the whole time, or they do not trail. The Lopes and the Benedictine is back and forth. But the third set is when the Lopes take over and dominate because they found their momentum the whole time. And now we're back here in the arena for part 2 of this week.
The setter
Definitely, Marley. The Lopes have a challenging matchup as they are yet to beat Stanford, as they are 0-6 on the lifetime. Here we are getting set to
junior number 5, J.P. Riley.
Here are starting lineups
At
for the
middle
night.
blocker, a 6'9 senior number 9, Stephen Moy. At middle blocker, a 6'8 junior number 14, Kyler Presho. At outside hitter, a 6'6 freshman number 15, Will Rotman. And at opposite, a 6'7 junior number 23, Jalen Jasper. The Cardinal are 4-3 on the season. This is their MPSF opener, and they are currently ranked number 9 in the nation. They're led by head coach John Costi, associate head coach Ken Shibuya, and assistant coach Daniel Rasai. Get on your feet and make some noise! This is the starting lineup for your Grand Canyon University Antelope. An outside hitter, a 6'5 freshman from Carlsbad, California, number 5, Camden Gianni. The setter is a 6'7 sophomore from Haines City, Florida, number 8, Keith Hughes. At middle blocker, 6'7 junior from Santa Barbara, California, number 10, Gifted Kaye, Ian McLean. And outside hitter, a 6'5 sophomore from Carlsbad, California, number 11, Christian Jenkins. The liberos, a 6th Street sophomore from beautiful Santan Valley, Arizona, number 13, Cole Udall. At middle blocker, a 6'7" senior from West Palm Beach, Florida, number 18, Caleb Blazer. And at opposite, a 6'8" sophomore from Verviers, Belgium, number 19, Hugo Fisher. The Lopes are 7-2 on the season, also with their opener in the Mountain Pacific Sports Federation. They're led by head coach Matt Worley, assistant coach Keith Smith, graduate assistant Andrew McCall, special assistant to the head coach Dennis Flowers, and from the sports medicine staff, the lifesaver Deborah Storm. Officiating tonight's contest, on the ladder, Ron Pelham. On the floor, Cornelius. His mother calls him Chip Pop. Line judges, Elvin Otley, Amanda Rossman. And as always, providing.
And for the Lopes, in the white we have Caleb Blazer, Camden Gianni, Cole Udall, Ian McLean, Heath Hughes, Hugo Fisher, and Christian Janke.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so, please
Real quick, Marley, the Lopes have a difficult matchup here tonight against the 4-3 Stanford. What are some of the ways they can be successful as we take a look at the Sanderson 4-3 keys to the game?
Yes, that's right, Diana. There are 3 key points that the Lopes must follow tonight in order to be successful here in the arena or in the Antelope gym. Number 1 is they need to try to change history. The Lopes have been taking on Stanford since 2013, and they have not won a game yet. So they are looking to change history and flip that around here tonight. Another one is they need to keep the winning streak alive. They're on a 6-game winning streak right now, and they have to sustain pressure on this Stanford team because they're very good defensively. And last point is keep the errors low. Like last game, they only had 18. Stanford had 16 in their game earlier this week. And they need to capitalize on the offensive side more than the defensive side.
Yes, of course, and the first point will go to the Lopes as Ian McLean put down a massive kill to the floor.
Ian McLean has been a dynamic player for the Lopes so far this year, Diana. He is studying sports management, and he earned his spot in the rotation last year during a game against Concordia Irvine. He has 58.5 points, 0.53% in attacks this season, and 45 kills.
Definitely a great asset to the Lopes team. I believe Christian Janke hit that one wide. So the point will go to Stanford. We're all knotted up at 1. And Moy will go back to serve. Christian Janke. Camden Johnny will take a swing. Will Rotman able to get that one up, but Stanford not able to keep that in play.
And Diana and I talked to Worley before the game, Coach Worley, and they seemed confident. They seemed very relaxed and like they were ready, and they believe in their boys and everything. And it was funny watching the different teams actually warm up, Diana, because Stanford was all very serious, and our boys were out there just having fun the whole time, and Worley seems like this was going to be an easy-peasy kind of thing.
Of course, the boys seem very confident. As Jalen Jasper puts that one away and heads back to the service line.
Jalen Jasper is a junior. He is a very decorated junior. He has 82 kills this year, 175 total assists, and 96.5 points so far this year.
Jalen Jasper with a massive dig. Hits that wide, and the point will go to the Lopes.
I believe the point actually went to Stanford.
Oh, excuse me, yes, Stanford.
Yes.
Thank you, Marley. Jalen Jasper back to serve again. Janke with the pass. Heath Hughes. Caleb Blazer with the quick. Jasper not able to get that one up. Great run for the Lopes. Camden Gianni goes back to the service line.
Caleb Blazer is a senior this year. He has 10 kills, 16 points, 5 digs, 6 assists, and he's majoring in economics, which does not sound very appeasing to me, Diana.
Neither does it for me.
Yeah, no.
Lopes will hit that one wide. Looked like it might have caught the hand of one of the Stanford players, but refs didn't seem to see anything for that. Eric Beatty back to serve. Stanford's up 1.
Eric Beatty is majoring in science engineering, 75 points this year, has played 23 sets, 65 kills, and total attempts is 138, and he has 38 digs. So his numbers are way up there this season, Diana.
For sure. Very decorated players for Stanford, as we will be going over them more throughout tonight. There's Will Rotman, the freshman, showing a lot of promise this season. Lopes are able to return that ball. Back up to Will Rotman. It goes off the block and out of bounds.
And if you're listening online, there's a lot of energy in this gym here tonight. This is a big game for the Lopes, and if they come away with this win, it will be number 7 for them of a win streak.
Eric Presho back to serve. Camden Gianni, Heath Hughes, up to Christian Janke, and that will go down. There's a reason we call him Air Janke. He gets way off the floor. Point goes to Lopes, and we're all knotted up at 5.
Yes, Janke is a very, very dynamic player. He is just a sophomore this year for the Lopes. Last game, he was one of the top mentions. He had 11 kills, 1 ace, 2 blocks, and he is just a man that can be all over the floor and cover anything you need. He's someone you can count on this team.
And like a outside should be, very versatile, able to play all different positions on the court. And there we go again. That's his second kill of the night.
And Diana, we talked about momentum with the 3 points. Once the Lopes find their momentum, they are able to just keep going in the groove and get done what they need to get done.
Absolutely. Erjanke is the ace leader for this year, and I believe he's up to 17. Jalen Fisher, big dig by Christian Janke. You really sprawled out for that one, Marley.
Yes.
Jalen Jasper showing his athleticism on that kill. Absolutely great IQ. He saw the open spot on the court and put it away.
You know, although Stanford got that point, Janke, he just pancaked right out there. It was an amazing save for the Lopes. Again, like we said, we just mentioned him right before that. He is someone you can count on, and he demonstrated it right there perfectly.
And another outside that we can count on is Camden Gianni. Another key player for the Lopes. We're all knotted up at 7 as Ian McLean goes back to serve. He showed a lot of great stuff this year thus far.
Yes, that's right. He was another mention in a recent article against the game in Benedictine. He's a junior. He has 7 kills, or he had 7 kills last game, pardon me, and 3 blocks as well. But again, really reliable as well.
Stephen Moy back to serve. Camden Gianni, great up. Jalen Jasper able to keep it in play. Great spot. Heath Hughes with the point. He has been also another big player for the Lopes this year, as he recently got 19 kills in a tournament in Missouri. I believe it was the Lindenwood Invitational. 19 kills is truly astounding for really a men's game. Justin Louis reaching up over Christian Janke, able to pull that away. There's Hugo Fisher once again, back-to-back kills. Lopes are up 9-8.
Yeah, Hugo Fisher, what a huge dynamic player. Again, dynamic is another key word. I'm going to use that word a lot because a lot of these boards are dynamic. But last game, he did very well and demonstrated his talent. He's from Belgium. He was on the Belgium national team. He helped the Belgium national team to a second place finish in 2015. And I believe that he brought a lot of that experience to college as well, as a lot of these volleyball boys have actually been on national teams.
Absolutely, there's Jalen Fisher with the ace. First ace of the night for Stanford. As he once again steps back to the service line, and Stanford is up 10-9. Cole Udall up for Hugo Fisher, able to poke that one over the net. Justin Lewis sets up, and it goes down. Eric Beatty with the kill.
Good effort on our side over here. The ball came straight for us, and we had a whole team helping us. Stanford with the serve again. Jalen Jasper, Jr. And the Lopes point.
Camden Gianni to serve.
Camden Gianni back to serve. And that'll be the first service ace for him. Will Rotman not able to keep that one in play.
Camden Gianni to serve.
Camden Gianni will go back to serve once again, hoping to look for his second ace of the night, possibly. Caleb Blazer with the massive surprise kill. You cannot do that in volleyball. You overpass that ball and it'll go right back down, especially with a player like Blazer. Camden Gianni hits that one wide.
And Blazer, he's a senior this year, so he's very experienced, and he can help the team out a lot, especially against a ranked team right now.
Eric Beatty back to serve. And we're all knotted up at 12. Very close game thus far. Cole Udall receives it. Christian Jenke, excuse me. Hits that one off the block, and point goes to Lopes. We're up 13-12.
Christian Jenke, again, he's already very decorated as a sophomore. He has 90.5 points this year. He actually considered about 4 or 5 other colleges, and he chose GCU. And I am sure that Worley is very excited that when he heard the news that he chose GCU, as are we as of right now as well. He has 39 digs this season, and total attempts of attacks is 156, along with 70 kills this year. So he's really on fire and is really a player that Stanford's going to have to look out for.
Eric Beatty will hit that one wide. Side out Lopes. Hugo Fisher will step back to the service line once again. Will Rotman able to poke that one down. But the ref called him in the net, so the point will go to the Lopes, and we're going to have our first timeout of the night, a media timeout.
Lopes fans, get on your feet. This is the GCU.
You're watching
Be sure to sing along.
GCU men's volleyball, and we'll be right back here on GCU TV.
Curiosity fuels you. So when you're ready for a fulfilling new career, let your curiosity fuel that change. Grand Canyon University's online degree programs in technology make it convenient for you to achieve your dream. GCU teaches you how to plan for innovation. By applying that knowledge to today's most challenging problems, you're helping to build a better tomorrow. Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium as Stanford takes on GCU. And Marley, we have some very decorated coaches in the house tonight. Matt Worley, obviously great coach for the Lopes to pick up, and Stanford, John Cossey, another great coach. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Yes, Matt Worley for our Lopes. He has been the best, the most decorated coach that we've had for the Lopes. He was actually on the junior national team when he was younger as well. 13-16 record last year, 5th season with the Lopes. And on the other side, with John Cossey, he's been here for 13 seasons. He's been with Stanford for a very long time. And we read through an article and they mentioned how he turned the program around, and they say he turned it from worst to first. Their record used to be 3-25, and now he has been a part of 473 victories since he has been at Stanford, and I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
Very decorated coach, excuse me. Hugo Fisher back to serve. Oh, number 9, Moy. Little bit of a hitting error there. It looked like he was trying to direct it to the extreme angle of the court, but not able to quite take care of the ball. Hugo Fisher steps back to serve, and the Lopes are up 16-13. Foot fault by Hugo Fisher. I believe that will be his first service error of the night.
And errors is not something that the Lopes need to, or any team need to capitalize on. So they need to really watch that, because in the end, it's going to be the errors that determine who wins these sets in the end and wins the whole game.
Absolutely, and that's kind of what the Lopes shot themselves in the foot with against Benedictine. They had a couple sets where they just made so many errors. I believe they had up into the double digits in service errors, and great play by Christian Janke. That'll be his 4th kill of the night as he goes back to serve, and there we go. That will be his 18th ace of the season, first of the game. Looks like Stanford's gonna talk this one over. This is men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium as you're watching men's volleyball. Marley, we're seeing some great things from Janke here tonight.
That's right, Diana. We keep mentioning him, but he is someone that you can't not speak about. He actually desires to be a mechanical engineer, Diana. One cool thing is he was one of the first 4 players in the country to have 200+ kills. He has 70 kills this year, and all the other stats, like I told you, 90.5 points, was considered by all these other colleges. And now, I believe, 2nd ace? 3rd ace?
I believe it's his first ace of the night, 18th on the season.
Yeah, he's just someone, again, another player on the Lopes that Stanford's going to have to look out for.
Lopes are up 18-14. Will Rotman goes up. Avery Enriquez able to get that one up, and it goes to Hugo Fisher. Libero JP Riley not able to get that one up, but man, he put in some effort. He's a very unique guy, Marley. We were talking about him before the game, and he's got some interesting stuff that he does outside of volleyball.
Yeah, that's right. he was actually diagnosed with type 1 diabetes as a freshman in high school, and he understands the struggles and what all of them go to. So now what he does in college is he mentors young kids who also deal with type 1 diabetes. And when we read about that, when we were going through all the players, that's something that you can't not mention about someone, and the amazing things, because it's not just what happens on the court that matters, but what also happens outside the court that matters as well.
Absolutely. Will Rotman goes back to serve, but he sends that one wide. Side out loops.
Number 25, Tanner Petrel.
Tanner Petrel will check into the game, and he's one that we've seen that Coach Worley has been checking in for his services, or his service talent, as he has a very good jump float.
And I remember when I was watching the game earlier this week, and he came in, everyone was super excited. He had a big smile on his face, and I'm sure he feels the same way, although he was just in there for one play, but he'll be back.
Most definitely. Moy back to serve. And he's got his first service ace of the night.
Moy has 33 kills this year, 47.5 points, and is a key player in a lot of the games. He was a key player in the last game that they played earlier this week, mentioned, and that's someone that the Lopes are going to have to continue to look out for. And freshman Whitman tried to go down there and save that, but he was not able to. Number 15 is also another very valuable young player that Stanford has that is going to develop very well over the years and going to be a key asset to Stanford in the future.
Jalen Jasper, Hugo Fisher not able to get that one up, as Jalen Jasper is a very talented right side hitter as he steps back to serve.
I want to apologize. I did not say number 15's last name. It's Rotman, not Whitman. I confused the little words right there, so I apologize for that.
Massive block by Kyler Presho. And I gotta apologize to the viewers. We are having issues with our stat monitors, so the stats we're saying, they might be accurate.
A little bit, yeah, a little repetitive, but we're trying to get everything back up. Yes.
Christian Janke with the service reception. Camden Gianni, great spot. Kyler Presho, and 4 touches, isn't gonna do it.
I really love watching all the energy that's in here and all the efforts that each team is making to get the point. They're putting everything they have into this game right now.
Absolutely. Lopes are up 22-19. And Camden Gianni with another service ace. I believe that's his second one of the night.
And you can see that Stanford was a little frustrated by a few calls that have been made already tonight.
But Marley, it's a very fast-paced game. Like, it's so hard sometimes for these refs to get exact calls, as we do not have instant replay.
Of course, yep.
You're watching GCU men's volleyball, and we'll be right back here on GCU TV. I'm so frustrated with this thing.
So one key component that makes the Waste Management Phoenix Open so successful is Cox Business. Over 700,000 people are going to come enjoy TPC Scottsdale, from digital TV to digital phones to security, and most importantly, that free Wi-Fi all over this property. We simply couldn't do it without a partner like Cox Business. We're grateful, we're thankful, it's a hole-in-one.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium. You're watching GCU men's volleyball as Camden Gianni is getting set to serve. We got 2 points away from essentially the game. Lope's really coming out with some fire here tonight. Ready to show Stanford what they got.
And Camden is a tough guy, Diana. He actually had a heart transplant. I believe it was heart transplant. It wasn't just heart surgery?
I believe he
heart surgery.
I believe he had surgery.
Heart surgery. Well, either way, it has to do with your heart. Huge. And now he's back out here playing. He didn't get to play last year, and it destroyed him. And now he's back out here showing how strong he is. And I just find it crazy when we're watching him and he's diving down there on the floor and everything. It's amazing to watch him.
Definitely thankful to be back playing the sport he so very much loves. Stanford sent that one wide. We're seeing quite a few service errors from Stanford, a little bit more than I thought would happen, and don't have the exact number of service errors for both teams, but.
Well, if you look at the two different sides, Diana, of the teams that are on each side, the Lopes are very, still relaxed and dancing on the side, and the Stanford boys look like they got books open over there.
Absolutely. Will Rahman, Heath Hughes setting up. Hugo Fisher with the game point. What a massive kill by Hugo Fisher. What a great set, Marley. We've seen so much. Obviously, the one thing that really surprised me is how loose and excited the GCU men were when they came out. You could see that they were not tense at all. They were ready to go. And they really showed up. They were confident. Kind of took Stanford by surprise.
I agree with you 100%. I think they kind of took a lot of us by surprise. And like we said earlier, we were confused why they were so, relaxed and just going with the flow. But if that's what works for them and they're confident and they still show up, then relax is what they need to do for sure to get stuff done.
Absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and toss to commercial. You are watching GCU men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Ford country, where Arizona's pride, thing we do, we're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford country, built on serving you. Thing we do, we're Arizona's pride. Sanderson Ford.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium as the Lopes took the first set in this matchup against Stanford and GCU.
That's right, Diana. And while they are warming up a little bit and getting ready for their second set, let's check out the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN. Next week is the start of the softball season, so don't miss the Lopes at their home opener. And those girls, let's talk about softball for a second. Those girls are the smartest girls that I've ever met in my whole entire life. And they did amazing last year as well. Thursday the 6th at 6 p.m. against Stanford is softball as well, sorry, my bad. And on Friday at 4:30 against Weber State. Women's basketball will be back home next Saturday at 2 p.m. to take on California Baptist. And tune in every home game right here on GCU TV to watch all the games, keep up with all the stats, and still be in the comfort of your own home.
And somebody make some noise!
All right, we're getting ready for this second set. The boys are absolutely ready. Stanford looks like they're running over a little bit of a game plan.
Until the Lopes score.
looks like it'll be the same suspects for starting lineup. And I just was noticing something. Normally we see Libero Cole Udall into play, but we're seeing Avery Enriquez getting a little bit of action here tonight, which is very surprising. He's an absolutely funny guy. If you watch him on the sidelines, he's so animated.
Yeah, talk about someone who's relaxed and just enjoys doing what he does. That's for sure number 6, Avery. And Avery, he's actually from Hawaii, and he has a twin brother. He also has 4 other brothers, and everyone in his family, all the boys, have played collegiate volleyball or are currently playing collegiate volleyball. So it's definitely in the family, Diana.
Absolutely. There will be, I believe we're playing Concordia Irvine twice later on this season, so you can catch those games. Avery and his twin brother, very exciting.
You won't know who's who.
Yeah. Moy back to serve, drops it short. Christian Janke able to get it. Heath Hughes pulls it out. Camden Gianni. Hallmark shot from Camden Gianni. That short 10-foot kind of campfire spot. He loves that spot, and that's where he gets most of his points. Ian McLean back to serve. Eric Beatty up to take the hit, and what a great spot. He's pumped up.
He's very pumped up. Kind of looked at the crowd of GCU, see if they're going to say anything. I believe that Stanford, though, they were not very happy. No way that their coach was very happy about the way that they played that first set, Diana.
Absolutely. They're number 9. Lopes just missed, I believe, number 15 spot in the preseason poll, so Stanford was expecting possibly that first set to go to them.
And Camden Gianni responding right there to Stanford.
I believe from the way the first set went that this is going to be a lot of back and forth action throughout the rest of this game. Kyler Presho, and the block by Caleb Blazer.
Man, the boys just came out here on the court with some energy tonight, Diana.
Absolutely.
Very fun to watch, very fun.
Very fun to watch, indeed. Heath Hughes with the serve, his hallmark short shot. And back-to-back blocks, Camden Gianni, Caleb Blazer. Absolutely beautiful, and you'll have to excuse my voice. Man, I'm excited to see that here tonight.
You weren't the only one who was excited, Diana. You can see it on everyone's faces. They, you know, stood up a little bit, screamed and everything.
Lopes not able to return that. Jalen Fisher wanting to make a statement after being blocked. As not very often that you see someone block him as he stands at a whopping, I believe, 6'7" feet tall.
Yeah, they got some big men out there. They're over a foot taller than me, that's for sure. Stanford's got some very tall men.
Jalen Jasper, excuse me. Once again, back-to-back kills. Still having issues with our stat monitor.
Yeah, we apologize for that. We do not get the best service here in the Antelope Gym. However, you can find the stats online and follow along.
In the comfort of your home.
In the comfort of your home.
Home, yes.
And it would be more accurate probably than us as well right now.
Caleb Blazer, 2 off the block and out of bounds. Point goes to Lopes. Lopes are up 5-4. Camden Gianni back to serve. He's got 2 aces.
Looking for another one here. That'd be good.
Absolutely. Christian Janke answers to that, and we saw that in the first set. Stanford with the overpass, and I believe it was Janke who hit it back over and just ended the point.
It. Those two are a dynamic duo when they are together, for sure. They are dynamic players on this team, Everyone on the team definitely showed up tonight to play.
Third service ace for Camden Gianni. He's on fire from the service line here tonight. I cannot get over how much the boys showed up to play. It just seemed like
amazing.
they were goofing
Yes,
off
yes.
at the beginning of the game.
They were trying to shoot a volleyball into a basketball hoop that's like a few feet in the air, and we were laughing at it. But again, staying relaxed, like Worley said, is what they need.
Avery Enriquez pulling that one out. Hugo Fisher puts it on the perimeter of the court. It is very loud in here, and if you get a chance, take a look at that Lopes bench. They are going wild for the boys. Stanford has had enough.
Everyone's on their feet, baby!
Stanford's had enough. They're going to go ahead and take a timeout, try and figure out what's going on. You're watching men's volleyball inside the Antelope Gymnasium right here on GCU TV.
Canyon State Credit Union, a local credit union serving the Valley for over 65 years, can assist you in buying your first home, refinancing your current home, or if you're dreaming of a retirement home. Canyon State Credit Union can provide you with a fast and affordable solution that meets your needs. Let Canyon State Credit Union run the numbers on your dream. Visit canyonstatecu.org or call 623-580-6015 for more information. Canyon State Credit Union, committed to you. We do business in accordance with the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, MLS number 410376.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium for an exciting set number 2. If you're a Lopes fan, I believe the Lopes are up 8-4. And Marley, what are you seeing that you are liking here tonight?
The energy. We keep going back to the energy and how nonchalant they are here in the gym or when they were warming up, and they just showed up tonight. Everyone is hyped up here in the gym. Everyone is ready. The bench over there is going crazy. The guys on the Lopes are going crazy. And the Havocs are loud. They are getting super loud here tonight in the arena, and I think that helps them. And like Worley said, being in the comfort of their own home is what is going to help them as well to possibly beat the Stanford team.
Yes, the energy is electric here tonight, and that is all thanks to the Antelope Gymnasium. They pack them in real tight. Jalen Jasper for the tip. Avery Enriquez just missing the pancake by a few inches. Great effort from him nonetheless.
Jalen Jasper is one of the most decorated players on their team. He is a junior this year, and he's majoring in psychology and political science, but he was a AVCA All Honorable Mention, 2-time Offensive Player of the Week back last year. He started all 24 matches he played, splitting time on outside hitter and the opposite. So he's just a very versatile player as well.
Caleb Lacer back to serve. Will Rotman trying to get a little bit of that block, maybe send it out of bounds. Hugo Fisher with the hit. Will Rotman back up again. Camden Gianni answers, and it goes to Christian Janke. When he gets the ball, the ball goes away. Let me just say that.
Yes, the energy was brought right there for sure, Diana. And Camden and Janke are people who are mentioned in the articles all the time. And we have them for a few more years, which is awesome.
Yes, very young players, got lots of experience. Well, not necessarily Camden, but they got lots of experience last year, especially if your last name's Janke. Cole Udall back into the game as we see more of that flip-flop between the two liberos for the Lopes. Justin Louis back to serve. There's Ian McLean. We haven't seen much from him tonight, but he is ready to go.
Yes, Ian McLean is someone who's silent but deadly. When you put him in there, he delivers and he comes through. And again, helping the Lopes put up point number 11 on the board.
Hugo Fisher back to serve. Second ace leader on the team. You can see why Stanford has trouble returning that serve. Camden Gianni back on attack, puts it
tell you, the energy, Diane and I haven't sat down the whole time. There's no way that we could sit down during this game. The boys just really brought it today, and like we mentioned earlier, when they find that momentum, you can't really stop the Lopes when they find that momentum.
Jalen Dasper. Avery Enriquez able to get a hand. Heath Hughes send it back to Will Rotman, finding the corner of the court. Another person with a high IQ, very young player, has a lot of games ahead of him here. Well, they are at Stanford.
That's right. His father was actually a two-time All-American at UC Santa Barbara. Played for the U.S. national team professionally in France and had a short stint on the AVP tour. And his uncle played volleyball as well. So that's another person where volleyball just runs in the family. And I'm sure helps him as well. He has played 23 sets this year, has 62 kills, 141 total attempts, 71 points, and he's majoring in architectural design. So he is doing very well for a freshman.
Jalen Jasper with the hit.
Looks like Stanford's kind of finding their energy and picking up their momentum a little bit right there.
Yes, as the score is 13-8, advantage Lopes. Moy back to serve. Christian Jenke able to answer. Ian McLean! Now, I said we hadn't seen a lot from him, but I have a feeling that we're going to see more from him for the remainder of this game.
That is right, Diana. Again, we said he's silent but deadly. You might forget about him sometime, but he will make you remember who he is at the end of the night.
He steps back to serve. Kyler Presho hits that one wide. Stanford just trying to figure out what's working. As we talked to head coach Matt Worley, and they're down their normal setter. They got their typical libero, playing that setter position and an outside playing in the libero position. So their rotation's a little bit out of whack, and you can see that they're struggling with it just a teeny bit here.
That's right. It's definitely something that is hard to adjust to, but hopefully this timeout that Stanford does, they can go over what needs to be fixed and what needs to be done in order to gain up a little bit on the Lopes here tonight.
Absolutely. We'll be right back here on GCU TV with more men's volleyball.
We needed one more member on our roster. Streets of New York is proud to announce Grand Canyon University to our winning team. We are now the official pizza of GCU. Go Lopes.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium as the Lopes are absolutely electrified here tonight as they're up 16-8. And something my coach always used to say was when we were working together well as a team, we were a school of fish. You know, when you're in the ocean, maybe you like see a school of fish, they're like moving around together and they're synchronized. That's what the Lopes look like to me here tonight. Absolutely working together great, as a team should.
I love that analogy, Diana. It was a very good analogy. Moving like fish here out on the court. Very smooth.
Well, I guess you could say a herd of antelopes.
Herd of antelopes. There you go. Herd of antelopes. Better than fish.
Frolic across
Better,
the
I
fields.
guess, kind of. What's our mascot? A tree?
Ian McLean to serve.
I believe
they
consider it their mascot. I'm not
Yes.
sure if it's officially their mascot, though.
Jalen Jasper with the serve. Heath Hughes sets up Camden Gianni. He drops that short. It was a tough service. You saw that big block, but he used his massive volleyball IQ to see that hole in the court. Just think it through. Sometimes it's not about how much power you have, but how much smartness you have.
He executed it very, very well. He saw the open gap right there and just put it right down.
Placement over power. Eric Beatty answers. Great line shot.
Jalen Jasper to serve.
As Stanford appears to possibly gaining a little more traction as that timeout kind of regrouped them as a team.
Yeah, that's right. Stanford really needs to be like a herd of antelope or like a school of fish or something here on the court if they want to have a chance of possibly winning a match or a set against the Lopes.
Will Rotman, Cole, you don't. Come on, Janky.
Oh,
as he
goes into the seats.
He dives into the seats, and hopefully he's okay, but all smiles from Janky over there.
You can see the crowd. They are all tensing up, ready for him to come towards them.
Jalen Jasper steps back to serve as
You've got to appreciate the effort, though.
Yes.
That's a true volleyball man right there.
Absolutely. Big heart from Janky. Jasper. Oh, and ref overturned that one, and the point will go back to Stanford. Jalen Jasper having a great run back on the service line. Lopes trying to figure out what's going to work.
Very loud here in the gymnasium as it is 17-11 Antelopes.
Camden Gianni with the hit. Jalen Jasper, great up. Will Rodman, great up. Tight ball, Heath Hughes. Joust, and it's out of bounds. Point goes to Stanford, but absolutely great rally from both sides. We saw some good digs in there.
Good digs for sure. Great effort. We knew this was going to be a high intensity game tonight, and they are for sure demonstrating that. So if you are tuning in just now to watch the men's volleyball game here in the gymnasium, it is 17-12 GCU as Jalen Jasper sets.
Don't normally see something like that from Janky. Kind of had a little bit of a timing issue as it's tough when you're hitting from the back row as you can't step over that 10-foot line, otherwise that will be a error, and the point will go to the opposing side. Jalen Jasper back to serve. Lopes are still up 17-13. I believe it's a 4-0 scoring run out of Stanford, maybe 5-0, right? Like I said, we still don't have our stat monitor. However, that scoring run comes to an end, and
again, you can follow online to double check the numbers, or if you are watching from the comfort of your home. You can see that Stanford was very upset about that.
Eric Beatty,
and they got a red card to Stanford. The ref is not having it right now with him.
Couldn't quite hear the exact words that were exchanged between the ref and Stanford, but oftentimes refs can be very picky about how you talk to them. They absolutely weren't happy about that call.
He held up a C. Is that unsportsmanlike conduct?
I believe that's for captain.
Captain, gotcha.
Kyler Presho taking the blame, says my bad. Looks like play will resume with Heath Hughes back to serve. Jalen Jasper with the throw. Avery Enriquez to Hugo Fisher. Blocked by Kyler Presho. Point goes to Stanford.
And Stanford's energy is just now picking up right now. Like I said, when they were on the other side over there, they were just sitting down and watching and not really getting involved with their team. But now they are getting involved and excited, and that's what we want to see. You know, we want to see excitement and more energy from them.
Heath Hughes able to pull that one out. Camden Gianni sends it to a great spot. Stanford boys not really able to get it, poke that one into play as it ricocheted off the back, and yeah, Lopes are up by 6.
And Stanford was a little slow to get up there.
I think you can see the frustration visibly on their faces. They a little bit annoyed as they, like I said, don't have their normal rotation, and that can really throw off a team, especially when you have, say, the golden rotation.
And especially when you're ranked number 9 as well. I'm sure that is very frustrating for them.
Kyler Presho to serve.
Kyler Presho back to serve. Lopes are 4 away to ending the set.
Oh, and he picked it up with his feet.
That is how relaxed these boys are here tonight. They're able to play like soccer players. Camden Johnny keeping that in play. Jakey sends it over.
Oh, amazing! Amazing run right there.
I would love to get an instant replay
Instant
on
replay for that
Caleb
one.
Blazer hitting that one up with his foot. You do not see that very often.
He jumped up and hit it with both his feet, and everyone on the team looked like they were shocked that that actually worked. And same with Caleb. He was just super excited about it.
Tanner Petchel back to serve. You know him as the guy with the float. As they send an easy one over, out of rotation, Tanner Petchel sets up Hugo Fisher and hits it out of bounds. Lopes are a little confused on that one as they thought it may have caught a little bit of the end line, but not quite.
Like we said with the player on Stanford who just got the red card, both teams, you know, they might not agree on all the calls that the refs are saying, but they have to respect it at the same time.
Hugo Fisher again with the kill.
Hugo Fisher was another player that you needed to watch last game.
All the boys seem to be very on tonight. In the Benedictine game, they were kind of mismatched. One would step up, and then another would have an error, and then the other one would step up, and then the other one have an error. But they all seem to be on the same page, same level of energy. Will Rodman steps back to serve. He's going to go with the standing float. Hugo Fisher. Once again. Third kill in a row.
You can feel the energy here in the arena, along with other sports. Our upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN. We will go over that in a little bit, but for right now, let's tune back into the volleyball game.
Game point, Janke. Big dig by Janke, but that one's gonna go out of bounds.
Stephen Moy to serve.
Havoc's getting increasingly louder in here. Stanford not really used to that, as we're known nationally for our Havocs for being loud and proud. As we tune into the possible final point of this match, Ian McLean
knocking it down.
Third kill. Great job from the Lopes.
Silent but deadly, Diana. When we said silent but deadly, and everyone's going to know who he is after this game against Stanford here tonight.
I like his work ethic. He's very silent, but when he needs to make a play, he absolutely makes a play. Great job from Ian McLean as he ends that set. We're gonna send you guys right back to a commercial break, but we will return for the third set in this exciting matchup right here on GCU TV.
When my hot water heater failed, she was pregnant, in-laws were coming, a little bit of water, it rocked our world.
I had no idea the amount of damage that water could do.
We called USAA, and they greeted me as they always do. Sergeant Baker, how are you? They were on it. It was unbelievable. Having insurance is something everyone needs, but having USAA, that's a privilege. We're the Bakers, and we're USAA members for life.
USAA. Get your insurance quote today.
You have a foundation of strong values. You belong where your passions come to life. Grand Canyon University's online degree program in cybersecurity makes it convenient for you to join the newest front in keeping your community safe. GCU teaches you how to secure and protect a virtual environment. Join the growing field of cybersecurity.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium for the possible exciting conclusion to this very prestigious matchup against Stanford. We got some great games outside of volleyball coming up for the Lopes as we take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by BSN.
That's right, Diana. Like we mentioned previously, next week is the start of the softball season. You do not want to miss their home opener Thursday the 6th at 6 p.m. against Stanford, who the Lopes are actually playing right now, and then again at 4:30 against Weber State. Women's basketball will be back home next Saturday at 2 p.m. to take on California Baptist, as we heard earlier today that they actually beat New Mexico State. And make sure to tune in on every home game right here on GCU TV to keep up with all the latest sports here at GCU.
Yes, lots of great matchups coming up. How about we take a look at those 3 keys of the game, see how the boys are doing.
Yes, so again, for those who might have missed the 3 points, 1 point is they need to try to change history, and I believe that they are doing that right now, Diana. They are showing that they can change history. They have been playing Stanford since 2013, and they have not beat them yet, but they might prove us wrong here tonight in the gym. They need to keep their winning streak alive, which again, if they win tonight, it will change history, and they will have win number 7 in a row. And they need to watch those errors, because it's going to come down to those errors, determining who's going to win a set and who's going to win the overall game in the end.
Absolutely. And I'm just so ecstatic for the way this game has turned out. It's truly an exciting one to commentate. I feel really honored to be here tonight, and I'm sure Marley can say the same.
I do. This is actually my first volleyball game ever, and I'm glad that I was put on this. I chose a good one, or I didn't choose, I guess. I was put on a really great game.
Absolutely.
Like we said, we haven't sat down once this whole time.
Yes, very exciting. Kyla Presho back to serve. Camden Gianni with the first statement to this 3rd set.
Camden Gianni is just coming out with the fire right away. He's not holding anything back. And now we have Ian McLean, the guy who we said is silent but deadly with the serve. Right there.
Moy able to answer that right away. Once again, our deepest apologies for not having accurate stats here tonight. We're doing our best with our stat monitor, as reception inside this Antelope Gymnasium is not the greatest, as it's so packed. Christian Janke, back row attack. That's his hallmark move. It really takes the team by surprise.
Heath Hughes to serve.
I think he takes a lot of people by surprise for just being a sophomore and just coming out here and just really slamming it out of the park.
Absolutely. Freshman Will Rotman got a touch off that hit, gives him the kill as he steps back for the serve. Very talented freshman.
And if you've noticed on the Stanford team, they haven't switched out a lot of their players. A lot of the same players have been in there the whole time. Great save right there by the Lopes, number 8.
Caleb Blazer able to keep that in play. He go up for a joust. Heath Hughes sends it back over. Jalen Jasper blocked. Back in play. Heath Hughes sends up Camden Gianni, and that will go down. What a rally by the boys. Man, lots of back and forth action.
Yeah, I kind of lost the ball there for a second down there. I thought it would hit the ground or it was a dead ball down there, but then all of a sudden it popped right over. So I'm sure Coach Worley is very proud of the boys so far and just telling them to, stick with it for this one last set.
Both coaches looking very relaxed, nonetheless. You take a glance over there at them. Avery Enriquez, great dig. Christian Janke got the touch off the block, and that'll give him another kill on the night.
Camden Gianni to serve.
Stanford has had quite a few timeouts already, and they have met probably discussing what is going on, what's the game plan, how can we get back into this. Doesn't seem like they figured it out too much right now, but like we said, they are not in their typical kind of rotation. They lost their number one setter. Yes, sorry, setter. And so they might just be out of whack just a little bit.
Heath Hughes blocked by Kyler Presho.
It is tied here in the Antelope Gymnasium, 4-4.
Excuse me, I'd like to add that Leo Hankin also got a touch off that block. Cole Udall with the pass. Camden Gianni back row attack. That's what they needed, absolutely. That's a turnaround point. That'll really pump some energy back into the boys.
Oh yes, Camden has that effect. The same with Janke too. When they just come out there and slam it and get an ace and bring the fire on it, the whole team is pumped up right away, and they got this. They got this for sure.
Jalen Jasper gonna make the error on that hit. Hits it out of bounds.
And it's good because they are capitalizing on the errors that Stanford are making. They are taking advantage of when they get a point and using when they get a ball and setting to their advantage.
Absolutely. Kyler Presho able to get a point. Smart decision on his part. He saw the block, he saw the open space, and he went with a quick swipe to give Stanford their 5th point of the set. Jalen Jasper back to serve. Camden Gianni takes it. Heath Hughes up to Christian Janke. He's gonna go off the block, but it's able to be dug out. Cole Udall able to get that up as well. Christian Janke, once again, he goes with a tip. Very fast. Block couldn't even get their hands up on that one. Lots of high volleyball IQs from both sides.
Great execution and right wing. It was knocked down. You could see a huge smile pop up on Coach Worley's face. But again, you had to mention freshman number 15 on Stanford's team, Will. He keeps diving for all of those, and he's putting in 110% here tonight.
Absolutely. Another one of the standouts on Stanford's team. Again, we keep mentioning the same names over and over because Stanford really hasn't subbed in anyone else aside from the usual suspects. Another service error from Stanford. We've seen quite a few from them tonight. Not exactly what head coach wants to be seeing out of his team, as those are free points.
Christian Janke to serve.
Ace leader of the team, Christian Janke, back to serve. Whole gym is going silent.
Silent with their lopes up in the air.
As they know that he has a very impressive serve. Stanford struggling to return that one. Camden Gianni with the hit. Will Rotman going up for the hit again. And he's blocked by Ian McLean and Heath Hughes. They are pumped.
And we might be mentioning the same names on Stanford's team, but we're also mentioning quite a few more names on the Lopes team as well. But everyone has been so energized and dynamic here tonight that you have to mention them.
There is number 19 out of Christian Janke. I imagine that's going to put him up in the record books for nationally out of all the college teams, as he's almost to his 20th. We'll see. Still some life left in this game.
And Christian Janke already has, a lot of stuff, a lot of stats and the books for him as a sophomore. And he just keeps adding on to it more and more, showing his potential and that he deserves to be here and he wants to be here.
Absolutely. Kyler Presho, senior, back to serve. He's been a big component of Stanford through the years, especially last year. Ian McLean able to put that one away. That, I believe, is his 4th kill of the night, possibly 5th.
He's called Yippee-Ki-Yay Ian McLean. That's what the EMC said. You know why they call him Yippee-Ki-Yay?
No, I don't, Marley. Why?
I don't either. I was just wondering. I love it.
I believe he's from California.
Yippee-Ki-Yay. That's what we're going to say from now on. Yippee-Ki-Yay Ian.
Yeah, it says
Yippee-Ki-Yay McLean?
something like that.
Something like that.
Having a little bit of a delay, wiping off the floor, making sure that the court is safe for all players. Will Rotman, great up by Camden. Hugo Fisher, player from Belgium with another kill. He is a component of this game here tonight, as they all are. I cannot say enough at how much each and every player of the Lopes team is really contributing to this effort here tonight.
Yes, that's for sure. It definitely has been a team effort and a great team effort. Everyone has smiles on their face. Stanford still kind of in it. Their energy is a little low right now, as they already kind of look defeated over there on the sideline, and they just need to gain a little bit more confidence to get back into this for sure. GCU.
That one's gonna be in. Stanford wasn't sure. They thought maybe that one was out, but most definitely the ref called it in.
We got Stanford player going over there to talk to the ref, which they really shouldn't be doing right now, since they've already had a player who got a red card from them.
Will Rotman able to get that off the block. Point goes to Stanford, and he goes back to the service line. He's gonna go with the jump top spin. Camden Gianni. That one is blocked.
Camden Gianni to serve.
I love watching all their little celebrations on the side that they do. With
Yes.
the resuscitate and throwing each other up in the air and ripping the shirt off and everything. It's fun to watch.
Yes, all the guys surely do have some character.
Yes.
Definitely mimics the girls' teams, as they have some funny ones that they do during their season. Camden, great serve. Jalen Jasper flicks that one down, and point goes to Stanford.
And you know, you got to remember, you got to keep it fun. This is college, and you won't be doing it for the rest of your life, so you got to enjoy it and have fun with all your teammates and everything right now. But show up when you need to show up, which is what the Lopes are demonstrating very well right now.
Cole Udall, great pass. He Hughes, can't say enough about him. Absolutely great shot from him. And we're gonna have our media timeout for this set. Absolutely exciting set, and we will see the conclusion of it right here on GCU TV.
Performance is your profession. You excel in bringing the best out of people and teams to discover their true potential, but you strive to take the next step in your career. GCU's PhD in Performance Psychology online degree program gives you the tools you need to elevate your performance to the next level, and do it all within your tight schedule. When human excellence meets cutting-edge technology, business advances.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/online.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium, as I just realized that this is the first conference game for the MCSP, I believe. And it's been an exciting first game to the start of the conference, as we've seen both teams. Both teams are very talented. We've seen a lot from both teams. Haven't we, Marley?
Yes, of course we have. And like I said earlier, this has been my first volleyball game to commentate, and it has been such a fun experience. The boys are just really bringing the heat here tonight, and again, we go back to their change in history. If they beat Stanford, this will be the first time since 2013 when they started playing Stanford that they have beat them, which is awesome progression and just showing how Worley has helped the program and how the players just have responded to him as well.
Yes, and not to mention that it will extend their winning streak from 6 to 7, which is another big achievement for the Lopes. Caleb Blazer back to serve, as he will serve that one right into the net. Not what you want to see right out of a timeout. Dylan Jasper back to serve.
Jalen Jasper with the serve for Stanford.
Camden Gianni, great pickup. Moy will pick that one up. Or no, excuse me, that was Leo Hankin. Jalen Jasper will once again return to the service line. I feel like every time I turn around, he's always at that service line. I don't know what that's about. But
I know, he's all over the place tonight. Another key, asset, like we said.
Ian McLean hits that one wide. A little bit of a timing issue, it looked like. It's also important to mention that through these last few games, Worley has been throwing in a lot of different players, and Heath Hughes has been the constant, as he's basically, I would say now, their regular setter, and he's had to deal with lots of different guys with different tempos. And
yeah, that's right. And I remember when we were prepping for this game, you were wondering what his reason was behind, the method behind switching out all these people and everything. But I believe it's just, good to get some fresh people in there and people who have a lot of experience as well, especially in a big game like this. An ace for Hugo Fisher right there.
Absolutely. Stanford didn't even make an effort to that one.
They didn't even move one bit. They thought it was out, but it was definitely in for sure.
And absolutely, you talked about putting in different players. That's how you build a really strong program, is by giving your younger players that will replace your older players some time on the court.
Yeah, you have to have really good depth on all your teams. And Worley is a coach that has the ability to build that depth, and I believe he has that connection with the boys where they just feel comfortable and confident and where they can, be loose and free when they warm up and still show up when it's ready. Kristen Jenke with the point for the Lopes.
Lopes are up 18-14 as Jenke steps back to the serve. Could this be his 20th ace? We don't know.
Everyone's silent with their Lopes up. Oh,
absolutely close.
Feel the excitement here in the gym. Everyone was holding their breath.
Excuse my gasp. That was, I believe that's the second one we've seen from the Lopes tonight where it's trickled.
Yes,
it's trickled over the net. Kyler Presho back to serve. It's possibly going to be a tighter game as Stanford's picking up some of their momentum.
And the cool thing with Kyler Presho, his father, Mark, actually played at Hawaii and is currently an assistant coach for UC Irvine men's volleyball team. So I wonder how that is if they ever play each other, going against your dad. Jalen Jasper stepping in there to control Stanford as they walk up to the ref. A little frustrated. But again, we talked, they already had a player who got a red card, so it's not something that they need to be doing right now at this point.
That shows some good teammates, as you saw that one of them pulled the other way, as they can't really afford another red card here tonight, as it's possibly going to be a very close conclusion to this game. Beautiful up by Camden. As it's going to go back to him, he's going to go with a little loose roll shot. Back row attack. That'll go Leo Hankin. Big point for Stanford.
Yeah, Leo Hankin has 11 total attempts this year. His brother has won a national championship for men's volleyball. And you know, you keep on seeing a common theme, volleyball and the whole family. So I'm sure it's fun for all the parents.
Camden Gianni, Dustin Louis, Will Rotman, Cole Udall, massive dig. Lots of dig statistics here tonight. Wish I could have the exact number for you guys, but once again, you can look that up on the GCU Lopes website underneath the schedule and scroll down to the little icon that it looks like 3 different bars. That'll be the stats, little module thing.
Stanford with that point. And now the score is 19-17 Lopes, a little bit closer this set.
And there we see a little bit of some timing issues. Jalen Jasper up to Cole Udall. Christian Janke sends that one back over, keeps it alive. Jalen Jasper once again hits it out of bounds. Points goes to the Lopes. Lopes are up 20-17.
I'm sorry, I kind of was laughing at Diana because I saw Coach Worley over there doing, you know, like the Chris Bosh, not in my house kind of thing. Getting just as excited as the boys are over there.
Absolutely.
And you know, if you want your boys to deliver, you have to have, again, that personal connection with them.
That's what I love about Matt Worley as a coach. He's very loose with the boys. Oftentimes you get these stiff coaches and the players don't really know how to act around him, but he really connects with his boys, and it's really delivered here tonight, as I believe their looseness is able to keep them in this game. Camden Gianni going from the right side this time. He doesn't normally hit on that side of the net, but nonetheless very talented on that side, as he was able to come away with the point. Lopes are up by 3. The score is 21-18. Camden Gianni back to serve.
And Camden Gianni will help, you know, with that depth and with developing other players that come along, because he is a redshirt freshman, so they have a little bit longer with him. As there's so much energy, Camden again with the save, knocked down by Christian Jakey. Point goes to the Lopes as everyone is excited. Teammates are jumping up and down. And timeout is called here in the Antelope gym.
Absolutely, the Stanford wants to talk it over. You're watching men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice. Came through drippin', came through drippin'.
Mountain Dew Ice, clear, refreshing lemon lime dew.
Welcome back inside the Antelope Gymnasium as we're about to close out this very exciting third set. Now, it seems that the Lopes are starting to pull ahead in this conclusion of this final set. Stanford wanting to talk things over. If you look over on the bench, we see a lot of serious faces from the Stanford boys, but if you look over at the GCU side, the guys are laughing, giggling, having a good old time on this Saturday night. I'm excited to see how these next few points play out, as they will be monumental.
Yeah, and everyone currently getting on their feet as it is 22-18 Lopes and Camden Gianni with the serve.
I believe that'll be his third service error. Second or third. Just going purely off memory. Lopes are still up 22-19. Still lots of potential left in this third set.
Point goes to the Lopes. Again, easy point right there for the Lopes, which is good. Now 23-19, in need of 2 more points to change history here. in the Antelope Gymnasium.
Tanner Petrel back to serve. Gets that one over. Jalen Jasper, hallmark player of the team, able to put that one down. Christian Janke tooled off the block. See if Stanford can answer Jalen Jasper, and that's going to go out of bounds. We are one away from making history.
And everyone is standing on their feet now.
And once again, we're going to go ahead and take a timeout. We'll send you to commercial as this is very exciting. You're watching men's volleyball right here on GCU TV.
You use the latest technology to treat patients, but your care and compassion is timeless. Advancing your career means helping more patients and providing even more care. Grand Canyon University's online programs in nursing make it convenient for you to become the expert every patient deserves.
Find your purpose at GCU, where advanced technologies drive education. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Welcome back here inside the GCU Antelope Gymnasium as the score is 24-19 Lopes. Everyone is standing on their feet, Diana. The energy is high. We are just in need of one more point for the Lopes, and history will be made here in the gymnasium, taking down number 9 Stanford.
Absolutely, and this is the beautiful side of volleyball. Really anything can happen. Even if Stanford is behind by 5 points, anything really can happen. So these next few points will be very, very exciting.
Boys getting everyone pumped up on the side.
Tanner Petrel sends it over. And
down!
Ian McLean!
Ian McLean, silent but deadly, gets the last point for the Lopes.
He has come through when the Lopes need him. He comes out of nowhere and gets the job done here tonight. And wow, extended their winning streak to 7. And also making history, as this is the first time ever that the Lopes have beat Stanford in men's volleyball. Marley, let's recap this.
Oh my Lord, recap. It was a crazy set. Lopes have trailed majority of the time though. It didn't seem like Stanford really had a chance this whole time. There was never really a close point. There was never really a point where Stanford found their niche, found their momentum. The boys, the Lopes, just found their momentum the whole time. They took it with them. Christian Janke, Hampton, McLean, all of those boys came and delivered and showed up here in the GCU arena, beating number 9 Stanford, and first time in 2013. Speaking of players, the GCU Golf Course Player of the Game is Ian McLean. Like we said earlier, I wish we could say some stats, but we currently did not have the ability to get stats up. But he was just someone who came out of nowhere and delivered for the Lopes here tonight to help them and contributed towards the win. And we will definitely be seeing more from him this year and the year we have left with him, Diana.
So you've heard it here, GCU Golf Course Player of the Game, Ian McLean. Great job, Ian. Absolutely great job for GCU as a whole. Like I said, it wasn't any one player who attributed to this victory here tonight. It was all of them. They were, like that analogy I said earlier, a school of fish, a herd of Lopes. Great job, Matt Worley, absolutely ecstatic for that victory here tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Lopes will be back February 14th for a game you absolutely do not want to miss against number 2 BYU. That will be a great game inside the GCU arena. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/GCU. Have a great night. We hope you enjoyed this exciting matchup against Stanford. And as always, go Lopes!